Hey everyone, this is Towelliee with TGN.TV, and we are here in Blackwing Descent, Nefarian 25-man normal, also known as Nefarian's End. And we are not going to be going over the strategy of the fight. This video is for the sole basis of showing people how to Paladin tank this fight, how to tank Nefarian, how to blow your cooldowns, how to save your 3 Holy Power Word of Glory for every Shadow Flame Breath that he does. I love this fight. I love the fact that I actually have to think. I can't just, mindlessly just whack at the boss and be like, oh my god, threat, this is so cool. I actually have to think about what I'm doing in this fight in order to live, and to make it easier on my healers to get to the phase 3. So here we go. I'm going to put a taunt on Nefarian. I'm going to take him away. You have to kite Nefarian away from Oni. If you keep them together, they do a attack speed increase buff that you don't want them to have. So we keep them separated. First Shadow Flame Breath, Toll Barrage Trinket. I love my Toll Barrage Trinket. Mirror of Broken Images. Basically, it's 400 resistance to nature, fire, frost, arcane, all schools of magic, 400 resistance. It's awesome. It's an amazing trinket, and it's used. You can use it basically for every single fight in the game. Here on the second Flame Breath, I use Divine Protection plus 3 Holy Power Point Word of Glory. So here's the thing now. Every 10 million, or every 90, 80, 70, 60 million, Nefarian's gonna do what we call, or what is called, Electrocute. Electrocute hits your fucking raid for like 110,000 damage. Now, you don't want to take an Electrocute plus Shadow Flame and melee hits at the same time. So what I do is, I queue up my 3 Holy Power Points while we're heading to 90%. Right now we're about 95. I'm thinking to myself, I could probably either hold down this Word of Glory or pop it and build up 3 more really quick. I pop the Word of Glory. I'm going to build up 3 really quick for the Electrocute. And here we go. So if I'm topped off, any overhealing done becomes an Absorb Shield. And that's the talent called Guarded by the Light. So here we go. Electrocute soon. I'm going to go ahead and pop Word of Glory for the Shadow Flame Breath, and then pop my Toll Barrage Trinket, and bam, I only took 45,000 of the, supposed 100+ thousand damage you're supposed to take from Electrocute. So this makes it a lot easier on the healers. And there you go. Once again, Shadow Flame Breath coming, I pop my 3-point Word of Glory. Okay, so let's talk about Guarded by the Light. Once again, Guarded by the Light is any overhealing done to you by your Word of Glory becomes an Absorb Shield. So if I'm at 100% HP and I Word of Glory myself with 30k, that 30k is an Absorb Shield. 80%, here's the next Electrocute. Word of Glory plus Divine Protection Glyph. I get hit for 45,000, less than the first time. Awesome. Now, Divine Protection Glyph, okay, folks, Divine Protection normally gives you 20% damage reduction, all right? When you glyph for it, it doesn't become 20% damage reduction. It becomes 40% magical damage reduction. So that is an amazing, amazing glyph for Paladin tanks, because now we have an AMS like DKs have, and we're viable in these little dragon fights where they have all these crazy breath, electrocute shit going on. That was a big complaint from Paladin tanks in the past couple of expansions, is that we don't have any type of AMS or magical damage reduction except for a stupid meta gem. So here we go. We're going to go into phase 2. Now, right now he's about 70 million HP, 71 million. We're going to push him to 70 million, and we're going to get an Electrocute while we're on the pillars. So this is really dangerous. You have to really keep your raid up. You have to keep your eye on everybody here. I'm popping Holy Radiance. I'm off healing. He's going to Electrocute, and what I do to avoid as much damage as possible with Electrocute is I just bubble. I'm just going to bubble and negate all the damage. Now, for the rest of your raid, your healers have to be healing like crazy. Here's the Electrocute. We got Power Word Barrier up. I go ahead and I bubble. Here it comes. I take no HP loss whatsoever. And right here, we're just, all the healers are spamming the shit out of their group to get everyone back up, blowing all their mana. And that's what you have to do. Some guilds choose not to push him under 70% while he's in the air. We choose to do so because it makes phase 3 just a lot easier for us, okay? Now, like I said, during this phase, you are a support role for your pillar, okay? You're going to be constantly popping 3 Holy Power Word of Glory to heal somebody. You're going to constantly be popping your Holy Radiance. If you're told not to interrupt, it makes it a lot easier for you to spot heal people in your group. As you can see, everyone in my group is highlighted on my voodoo, and no one's really going down in HP, so that means the healers on my platform are doing an amazing job of keeping us up. So during this phase, if the healing might not be that strong, 10 or 25 man, and you're the Paladin tank, always be the support role. That's why I love being a Paladin tank. You're like a 5-tool player. You're like a baseball player who could play shortstop, second base, first base, catcher, outfield. You could do it all, okay? You could tank, threat, DPS, heal, off heal, cooldowns. We have it all. That's why being a Paladin tank is so amazing. Now, what's going to happen here is we're not going to push him anymore. We're going to keep Nefarian right where he is. we're going to take these ads down on each pillar. Once all the ads on the pillar are down, or the phase is actually over according to the timer on the left there, we're going to head into phase 3. Now, phase 3, you're going to have one tank grabbing all the ads that were dead from phase 1, and one tank is going to grab Nefarian. The third tank is going to help the ad tank get the ads on the outer rim of the entire floor here. So I'm going to get into my position. I'm going to grab Nefarian, and he still does Electrocute. He still does Shadow Flame Breath. So let's get started. I get on Nefarian. As you can see to the right there, the warrior tank is waiting for the Shadow Blaze. That's like you see where the fireball is going to hit the ads, and once it hits the ads, they all become active. The warrior is going to grab aggro on all the ads. One gets away there, but that's why you have the bear tank to help him out. So I'm here. Electrocute coming soon. I didn't actually pop anything for the Electrocute, but I did have my Guardian of the Ancient Kings down already, so that acted as my cooldown for that. So here I am. I'm going to be popping my Word of Glory as much as I can. Now, as you can see, I'm rotating with the tank who has the ads. Why? Because I don't want him to get tail whipped. I don't want him to slow down. The more he slows down, the more the ads have a chance to hit him. And if the ads get at him, the ads get a buff that makes him attack faster and hit harder. Okay? So I'm basically rotating Nefarian counterclockwise. As you can see, the melee are popping their own cooldowns there. That was an awesome AMS there by the DKs to help the raid out. Shadow Blaze is going to hit those ads over there in the back. And basically, I'm just rotating him counterclockwise. And I didn't do such a great job because I'm moving. I'm thinking about the raid. I'm popping Holy Radiance. I'm thinking, when am I going to use my Divine Glory or Divine Guardian to help the raid out? But usually what other tanks do is they wait till the tank gets right by the tail, and then they just switch completely into 180 to the boss on the tail side. So here we have one animated Bone Warrior getting into the raid. And here we go. I keep rotating. I'm going to keep rotating the boss. And I'm still using my my Word of Glory here. I'm still saving it. And the tanks out there are doing an amazing job of getting these ads down. Usually to get the ads down a second time is like a complete chore. But we actually do it. And once you have the ads down more than once in this phase, it just becomes a whole lot easier. They get the reset. The warrior tank is not taking that much damage. The bear tank that's helping is not taking that much damage. So there we had Electrocute. For that Electrocute, I had a Word of Glory and a Divine Protection ready. And basically, I'm not really even following any rotation. I'm just fucking Crusader Strike spamming because Crusader Strike does so much damage. The closest in threat to me is 70%, which is a Shadow Priest. And right there, if you look on the upper right-hand side of your screen, you see the ads do go down. Half of them do, half of them don't. But still, I mean, a few more ads down than all of them is fine with me. Shadow Blaze will resurrect the ads once they hit them and create a little fire patch. As you can see, we just don't want to get hit by the fire. A lot of other guilds like to kite them around the outside of the room. I honestly don't. Right there, I popped my Toll Barrage Trinket. As you can see in my my buffs up there, it's actually an AMS icon, so you'll know when it's up. I could create a power aura for it, but it's like whatever. So I basically took almost no damage this entire fight, not only because I'm almost block capped, but also because I'm properly rotating my cooldowns. And as you can see, we're about to kill him here. Once we have him under 10 million, all we have is one more Electrocute to go through. And once you get past that last Electrocute, it's game over. Like, it doesn't matter if the tank dies. You just have the priest spam fear the ads. I got a Guardian Spirit there. I got a 30k Hammer, fuck your face. That's right, I had to say it during this video. I'm sorry, it was like 30k. It's amazing. And that's basically Nefarian for a Paladin tank. Basically, rotate all your cooldowns. Save your 3-point Word of Glory for a Shadow Breath or a big incoming attack like Electrocute. And that's the fight for a Paladin tank. Now, if you want to look at the strategy, I know we have a few other directors on TGN who have this fight with the actual strategy. This is mainly for Paladin tanking. How to Nefarian Paladin tanking. Nefarian has been defeated. Let's see what kind of good loot he has. And here's the loot. People always bitching. I'm here looking. I'm like, yes, Helm of the Fallen Conqueror or Fallen Conqueror or whatever. But I'm like, I don't need it. But this has been Towelliee with TGN.TV. This has been the Nefarian Encounter, 25-man normal and Blackwing Descent. You can follow me on twitter.com/TowelTheTank, facebook.com/TowelTheTank, my personal website, holyshield.com. wow.tgn.tv is our forums, and there I am just researching some of the items here. But subscribe, comment, give this to other Paladin tanks to use as a reference. Love those cooldowns, baby. Love the cooldowns. Peace out. Alright folks, let's look at the world of logs for the Nefarian encounter. This is how you check the log browser on World of Logs to see exactly how much damage you took from a boss. This is how I do it. So I go to the report for that specific rating day. I look at our full report, kills, Nefarian, 25 normal, took us 9 minutes and 5 seconds to defeat the encounter on 25 man. So I automatically, this is basically all the statistics for the fight. But what I do is I go to dashboard, log browser, okay? And once I get to the log browser, I'm going to remove this default query here. I'm going to add a new query. Basically, the source, which is Nefarian, I'm going to type him out, Nefarian, and the target that he targeted during the fight, which was Towelliee. So basically, every time Nefarian, the source, targeted Towelliee, he hit him for what? So we're going to save this. We're going to run the query. And now it's basically going to come out with, there we go. This is basically during the entire encounter, every hit Nefarian did on myself, on Towelliee. And as you can see, it says here B stands for blocked. I basically almost blocked every single attack that he had, and when he actually did a Shadow Flame Breath on me, I resisted a lot and I absorbed a lot of the damage. So in the beginning, I took a 25k hit. I took a 48k. These are full hits because I'm not completely block capped. I'm at about 102.03 or some fucking bullshit like that, which means that I'm like, you know, 0.4 away, which actually now I am block capped after I got the epic braces from Halfus Heroic 25 yesterday. So and here we go. If we look down, this is basically the entire log for Nefarian on that specific fight. A few times I got a full hit, and that's what the block cap is. Basically, when you're block capped, you'll never take a full hit. You'll always either block, parry, dodge, or miss the attack. So I took about, I believe it was 13 full hits the entire fight, which is, you know, nothing really. They were for about 40, 41Ks. You can see right here, 41K, 41K, 44K. But every other hit from Nefarian, I basically just blocked. And that was pretty good. So that means, you know, block cap does its job. So during this fight, if we look at the Shadow Flame Breaths, every Shadow Flame Breath was a resist or with an absorb, which was pretty nice as well. So this is how you basically, any boss on World of Logs, look for, you know, your specific log on, you know, all the hits you took. So during this encounter, I believe I took 13 hits out of 108 total hits was the number that I got for this. So once again, Towelliee with TGN.TV, my World of Logs for the Nefarian 25-man encounter that you just witnessed. Thank you very much. Peace out.